Hey, welcome to December 2020. My name is Josh, and today I'm going to do a brief introduction, 1 minute introduction, and probably a 2 minute demo of Cisco Secure Workload. And you're probably asking yourself, hey, what is Cisco Secure Workload? What do we mean by protecting applications from ransomware and malware? Well, if you think about business continuity and keeping applications running, we've had a number of customers that have had to disconnect their high value applications. In fact, they've had to disconnect their entire data centers because they didn't have any other way of disconnecting their applications in order to keep the viruses from spreading, to keep malware from spreading, to keep ransomware from spreading within their environment. And so what Cisco Secure Workload allows us to do is define and defend application boundaries. We want to reduce that blast radius and maintain business continuity for those high value applications. And this is really important that it be automated and it be scalable, because when you start thinking about ransomware, we've seen infections that they can compromise thousands and thousands of machines within a very short amount of time, within a few seconds. So that's the introduction. Let's jump into a 2 minute demo of Cisco Secure Workload. So I have a system running called SIWAP, and the SIWAP is a billing application. I consider it high value because it's the way that we can generate invoices for customers to pay. This application also has some important information about my customers, about my products, estimates, so discounting, things that I don't necessarily want to get, that I don't want just anybody to be able to see, and I want to protect that information. So I'm going to jump over here to, it says tetration. So during the intro, I was saying Cisco Secure Workload, which is the new name for Cisco tetration. It's been renamed to Cisco Secure Workload. Within here, I'm looking at the billing application from Secure Workload's perspective. And so we have this application view. And so what we see here is that users consume port 80 that is provided by the front end proxy, so the front end load balancer for this application. The front end proxy provides that port 80, but it also consumes port 8081 from the app server. And then that app server provides the 8081, but then it consumes 3306 from the backend proxy. So the backend load balancer in front of the database servers, and then the database servers are providing 3306 back toward the front end proxy. Cisco Secure Workload actually defines, or probably better said, it discovers this policy and discovers these grouping. So how does tetration define or discover that policy? We do an application dependency mapping, choose a time frame, let's say the last week, and then we hit submit. And what tetration is going to do, or Cisco Secure Workload is going to do, is it's going to process through all these observations. It's going to look at both the flows and the processes, and it's going to group those together to provide those policies. So that app view, if we dig just a little bit deeper behind the covers of the app view into the policies, we can take a look and see this grouping of database servers. So the same group I saw before, right? These three servers provide the same functionality. And so what exactly are they providing? The provider contains DB, right? There's only two groups here. So the only thing that the DB servers are providing is TCP 3306, so MySQL service, to the backend load balancer, and TCP 4567 from within the databases. So this is important because if a user is infected with malware, they can't talk to my database server directly and then encrypt it with that ransomware. It's a very quick way to understand what your app actually looks like and what that whitelist security policy should be based on the processes and flows that are happening inside the infrastructure, and then being able to protect those. And then ultimately, if I was infected by ransomware, or I wanted to isolate, this one server, this database from the rest of the environment, I could do so pretty quickly inside this environment at the database level, or at the app level, or at the user level, and write policy to keep these guys from going on, or all of them, right? I could quickly write a single rule that says, if infected, don't allow connection. So thanks for tuning in and watching this brief discussion of Cisco Secure Workload and demonstration of Cisco Secure Workload. Thanks, and have a fantastic day.